are continuing our investigative talks right now, and we're continuing to talk about Matt Christensen's series on Overdosed on fentanyl, and just the struggle that being an addict is, and addiction in general. And so, part three airs tonight, but we want to kind of recap at least first what part one and part two are about. So can you kind of just like catch us up to where we're
Yeah,
at right now?
sure. It's a story about fentanyl, but it's really a story about a mother and a daughter really battling this addiction problem. Carly's the mom, Tabitha's the daughter. Tabitha's in her early 20s, and she's been dealing with a Percocet addiction for about 16, 18 months probably by now, when it's gotten serious. Now the Percocets are being laced with fentanyl, which doctors, law enforcement, everyone I've talked to say it's the most dangerous street drug to ever exist. And so she's really playing Russian roulette right now. And her mom is trying to save her life. So in the first part of the series, we introduced the family, talked a little bit about the drug. And then in the second part of the series, we talked about the commitment process, having somebody involuntarily committed. And that's one process that some families are taking advantage of as a last resort to really try to save their loved ones. So, it's been a battle for Carly again and again trying to get treatment for Tabitha. I think she's been in and out of rehab 6 or 7 times. So, we're following that family as well as sort of weaving in, larger issues about the drug and what it means in the Quad Cities.
Right. And so tonight you're going to be talking actually more about the drug itself and fentanyl and what makes it so dangerous.
Yeah, absolutely. Tonight is mostly about the drug. We talked to the county coroner, the sheriff, some doctors, some rehab specialists, to kind of get a better sense of what is being seen on the front lines of this drug, and who are the people who are trying to make a difference to kind of save people. But it's dangerous. It's very dangerous.
It is. And so, you mentioned we're following this family through, and I'm sure a lot of people are wondering, well, where are they right now? Where is their story kind of lie? And so, can you update us on where they're at?
Right. Tabitha's missing now. She went into rehab on March 5th, stayed a week or 10 day or 10 days or 2 weeks, and then ended up leaving the facility in Ottumwa. And she's since disappeared. Her mom has filed a missing person report, and she's really just at her wits' end at this point. I think if we wanted to listen to talk to her for a minute about my conversation, where I asked her, how many second chances does Tabitha deserve after being in and out of rehab so many times? Here's what she said.
I believe that everybody always deserves a second chance, but I'm not sure third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. But I am a woman of faith, and I think if somebody wants help, that they should always be able to get the help. Chances and help are different to me.
So she's really wants to give every opportunity to her daughter to succeed, and sometimes it takes 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 chances, or attempts at least. But another part of her, I think, is losing hope to some degree.
Yeah.
I think she talks about that here a little bit.
It feels a little hopeless. And I'm trying really hard to stay hopeful and rely on my faith. And that's starting to become very difficult for me to do.
Yeah, that was a hard interview to do.
Yeah, I can't imagine. And I think it's one that I think so many people are relating to the series that you're doing right now. I know we've gotten emails into the newsroom, you've gotten your own emails, and a lot of families are affected by this, and I think a lot of people can relate to Carly.
Absolutely. I think that's one of the reasons she came forward and wanted to do the story, was because she knows so many people who know someone who is really struggling with this, because it affects everyone. It's not just the poor, or it's not, the coroner said it goes everyone from homeless people to MDs, is what he sees on the back end, on the overdose end, on the fatality end of this. So incredibly deadly drug, and we'll go into some more detail about that tonight.
Yeah, looking looking forward to it, and just keep up the good work on it, because this is such an important story.
It is.
to share.
It is. And last thing, I just want to say thanks to the people who are sending in notes and who have responded to this, because I'm passing those along to Carly, and it really means a lot to her. So, you know, it's really nice to see that resonating in the community and that support stepping up for a family who's really struggling right now.
For sure, and I think, you know, when families are going through this, they probably feel so alone, and so to not feel so alone, to know that there is a whole community behind her, is important.
And we'll explore that in other parts of the series too.
Good to hear. All right, well, thanks for joining us on this next session of our investigative talks, and we'll continue to do them.